Hi, poopsies. It's me, Tony Bomboni. Welcome, Universe Darlings. Today I am going to be doing a pick a card reading, and this is going to be for the week of, we'll do February 14th through 21st. Since I'm running behind, I was supposed to do the week of the 4th through the 11th-ish, but alright, so I'm going to be using the Amanda Hall deck and the black and white deck. I do pretty soon want to buy another deck, okay, because I just was not satisfied with the French one. You don't see me using it anymore, and if you hear someone in the background, that is my brother live streaming on Twitch on my behalf. We were just doing a live stream, twitch.tv/Tony Bomboni official. And so we were just having fun in there playing Super Mario Party. To no avail. Let's begin. So you guys prefer the readings with it facing down. It feels more genuine to you. More approachable. And the message comes through loud and clear because you get to see the image the entire time rather than me facing it away from the camera's eye view. And I know I like to see the card as well. You know, honestly, these cards are not good for shuffling. I just keep damaging them. All right. I gotta shuffle another way then. Can't do that. All right. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna do five. Why not? Because I'm late. All right. Well, actually, let's see here. 5 here. Okay, I'll push these up and aside, actually. And I'm going to shuffle these, okay? These are actually kind of the same thing when you shuffle them. They're crazy. That doesn't count as a card that comes out because it's just crazy. You can't really shuffle it like that. I'm supposed to shuffle it another way, but it's okay. So, let's see what's going on. Hope you guys enjoyed the last one with the new moon. Maybe some things were accurate, some things came true, and these cards get damaged too. You know what? I better shuffle them this way then. There we go. That's how you shuffle cards. Just takes practice. So we'll set that aside in 5 card decks as well. Let's zoom out and see what is going on. With you. And you pick whatever you are drawn to. Whatever pulls you in. So pick card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let us begin. All right. Card number 1. We have the Prince of Swords and the 10 of Cups. All right. I want you to really be able to see each and every card I show. So, right now, you're on an adventure, you're on a journey, you want to go drive somewhere, you want to go somewhere new, you want to go explore, you want to go do different things. You're living in liberation, freedom, and peace, and you feel you can do these things to no avail. You feel you can go out and explore, find yourself. You feel you can do whatever it is you desire at this time. You feel you can shoot for the stars. You can jump for freedom. You can dare to leave your job and do what just makes you feel happy and good. And you just feel like you can just do whatever the heck it is you desire. And you just feel like you want to spend this time with these people. You want to cheer on with people. You want to celebrate with people. You want to feel things with people. You want to manifest with people. You just want to do everything. And you're in a place of energy, of high vibrational being right now. And you just want to literally do anything as crazy as even what this image shows, sitting on a bird and flying away. Like you just are aiming towards so many things, so many goals you have to achieve and aspire to reach. And the world is yours at this time. It's open map. It's a good time. I remember in some past weekly reading I said, you're this kind of energy and you want to do so many things, and now it's a good time to reach for those things and do them. This week you actually want to go shoot for them. And you just want to be, you want to exist, you want to give energy to people, you want to have this sort of liberating feeling all the time, and it makes you feel good and accomplished, and you want to shoot for anything that you really like to do. That's all. So this is a good time for you to reflect, analyze, be with yourself. And it's okay to be by yourself, even if you want to be with other people, but you just want to do things. That's all. And that's the main key factor here I'm seeing for these two cards. I don't normally do two cards, but I am seeing this sort of energy come in at this time, and you're focusing on what is serving your higher purpose right now. You're focusing and tuning in on the details. You're fine-tuning different things right now, and you're keeping yourself in check, and you're garnering new information, learning new things, and you're just in a place of peace and content. And you're looking back almost like at this house, like, look how much I've done so far. And you look back and you see how far you've come, and now it's come to realization. All the things that make you feel good and happy and content and at peace with yourself. So this is a beautiful reading. It really is. It just makes you kind of realize all of the things that you have gotten so far and all of the places that you want to be at the same time. So it just only makes sense that you feel this way, really. I mean, it's just such a beautiful reading in its own regard as well. So at this time, you just want this kind of good vibes. That's all. That's all that's important to you, and that's all that you want to achieve and reach for. Okay, so it's just such a beautiful reading in its own regard. That's pretty much all that I'm seeing right now. And 10, it's like you're a perfect 10 right now in this situation. Prince, you're not quite fully there yet, but you're reaching to it. You're going to conquer it. You're going to achieve it. It's there. It's within grasp. It's within reach. You feel these good energy vibrational shift. That's what I'm seeing for card number 1. Okay, let's see card number 2. We have the King of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what's here at this time for you. I think this is just you in a content place now. you're still quite in hibernation. You're still quite in that contentness mode where you feel like you can enjoy this moment with other people. Specifically, one other person is just you and this person, or you're working in a project or a group with people. So 2 to 4, I'm also seeing 4 here, 2 and 4. So you're in one group with another person, and then there's another group with 2 people like you. So for the most part, you feel like you're alone in this scenario, but really you're never alone. It's just you're kind of alone in this hibernation feeling, and it's hard to pick up the energy. It's hard to explain. But I'm sorry if I'm yawning. I just did an hour-long live stream. You. I feel like this is you. Like, this is not the person you're going to meet or do this with you. This is you. You're just content. You're sitting there. Okay. Maybe you're not putting much effort in this week into the project. Maybe you're like, let them do most of the work. You know, we've all had those people, but now you're in this situation and you kind of like are forced to look at it the other way. You're kind of just observing and sitting back because you realize one of the group members maybe is a smart behind and they don't let you talk, or they don't really are open much to other people's ideas. So you're like, okay, I'll let you talk and be your self, you know, like I have no say in this. I have no part. I have my cup filled. How about you? Like you feel satisfied with your group, but the other group is like kind of contradicting your group. But you're fully adorned. Here you're fully clothed and adorned, and you have your comfortable chair, you have your pedestal, you have your wand, you have your necklace, and your shoes, and your cup, and it's cold outside, and you're dressed nicely for it. You're prepared for this coldness, and it's like almost like you're ready to pounce when the other group or person wants to fight back. You're kind of just ready to say your truth and speak your mind, and you're just sitting there prepared. It's not like you're waiting for it to happen. You don't even expect it to happen, but when it comes, when time for confrontation comes, you're ready to say what's on your mind and say it like you mean it. So that's what I'm seeing. You're kind of in that position now where it is kind of close, but it's not an awkward or uncomfortable close feeling. It's just more like a shift. And you've had this scenario occur before, but now you know better how to prepare for it. And you're just in a feeling sense right now. You kind of go with that intuition, that gut, that emotion. You're more about that rather than fighting back like last time. You were just like literally having each other's throats and we're just arguing and making it worse on yourselves and forming karma. But now you're just like, yeah, I'll let you do your thing. Even if it's a different person, you know, you're taking that step, a higher up pedestal step where you are learning what you learned from the other person and leading on as a leadership role. Let's say you're the leader in this group, but you're letting other people in the group kind of do their talk, walk their talk, say what they mean, and you're admiring them and you're learning a lot from them in the process as well, and you're kind of aspiring to be like them. And they kind of set an example for you as well, you know. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yawning is so rude of me. It's a lazy Saturday, that's for sure. So you're kind of just in that place where you're like, okay, I can just chill, say what's on my mind if I need to. You know, Celebrity Apprentice, like imagine those project managers And there's always the complaint of that one project manager who's the lazy bum of the group, and they're not doing anything, and then they end up getting fired. They're the first ones as a target because they don't know how to run and manage their group. This is you, except you do know how to run and manage your group because you feel confident there's a greater leader in your group, and you just don't know how to say it. You're just kind of stepping back and are like, okay, let them take over. This will be easy for me. So there's always, even in Celeb Apprentice per se, there's always that project manager who does that and gets away with it because they know how to speak up. And that's, again, when the overlord leader speaks on behalf of all of you and tries to grade you or get you fired or something, then you know how to speak up. That's what I meant by this. On behalf of the group, and put the blame on the other person, but in the right way. So you know how to have a way with words, and kind of like unexpectedly, like they didn't expect you to be so wise in this situation. So that's the kind of confronting but non-awkward confrontation I'm seeing. It's more hidden, it's more they don't see it coming kind of thing, but you're handling it the proper way versus before you handled it maybe perhaps with violence or with aggression or verbal abuse. So you're gonna learn another lesson in a good way in this regard, or you're going to kind of learn to be in a group situation where you're going to have to face these kind of situations. So that's what I'm seeing for this coming week. All right, card number 3. King of Swords and 7 of Wands. So for this one, I'm seeing that you're go, go, go. You're just go, fight, go, lead, move on, move ahead. And you are just sort of projecting out instead of looking within. Look at the arrows. There's always going to be a fine balance in life about it. You're just all out. Look at your sword, wand, fight, cold, abrasive, demands respect. You just want to be seen as a greater position at this time, even if you're not fully there yet. For those of you who feel they're there, don't overdo the out. Sometimes it's time to create a balance of looking within. So you don't always have to focus on what other people are doing. Maybe some of the work that needs to be done to perfect your craft or your business is to look within and keep yourself in check and figure out how it is you feel at a given time, because how you come across is really what people expect at the end of the day. And if you come across a certain way, then people are going to kind of hesitant. They're not going to know where your place is, where you're coming from, and everyone has different experiences and different situations to learn. And some of these things we just are not familiar with. It's not unfamiliar territory. So make sure you are the person people want to look up to, admire, and be like. So instead of the opposite. So sometimes the answer is right there within you. Sometimes there's a helping hand right there, right under your nose, literally, and you just refuse to look at it. You just kick it aside. You beat it with your sword or your wand, and you just like, no, bye, brother. Keep moving on ahead with my life and forget what you're doing, But this week, it's not the time to be doing that. I'm sorry, I'm yawning so much. This is so rude of me. I need a coffee after this. I wanted to film another tarot video while I could, but this is kind of also, I'm seeing the number 7 in the King. So this is a very powerful reading, very powerful message for you, very awakening for you, very eye-opening, very much so. Warming in a sense where your fire comes out this week, where you're in a place of authority and work. And you're looking to perfect things. I'm seeing this kind of like Mayan intricate looking design pattern behind you. So you set some things in your past, and how the birds are flying away and the clouds parting that way in the distance. It's like you're away from even the life, the trees. So you're this authoritarian state right now, and it can be cold on the other side. The grass looks greener on the other side for sure, and you're just like parting ways with that side of you right now. For some reason, you just feel you need to be mindful again of your energies, overworking it. Some people are hibernating it this month, taking it easy. Other people are working very hard to support themselves, pay the bills, feed their family, and that's kind of a shifting energy time for a lot of people. And it can be very tiring. Like me, I'm very, very tired. And I think that you're creating this exterior shell about you with all this armor that you really don't need to. Because you're not protected as you think. This is actually you. Look, does it look like you're wearing anything protective here? It looks like a piece of cloth that you could rip through easily, but here you're protected. This is kind of who you're admiring and want to be like. But don't get lost along the way and trapped with the facade of what someone else is doing. It doesn't have to be you. It doesn't mean it's your journey, you know? A lot of people get lost in the tangible reality of life, which is the physical goods, money, fame, wealth, fortune, 10 Gucci purses. I don't care. You know, it's not the answer. Your purpose is not to buy 10 purses and cars. Your purpose is to help people and to make a difference and shift your vibration to go after what you really desire. If that's what you desire, then get that. But what's your purpose and point in doing that? Did you really come to Earth to get 10 cars? You know, so you really think about it. What is it you aspire to be, and who to be long term? What is your overall goal and picture? You know, it's definitely not wrong to attain much physical, tangible things, but definitely get the right mindset about it. Don't just like go after something for that. Go after it because of the purpose, but keep in mind that the tangible things will come the more, I guess, you reach your purpose sometimes. So just keep that in mind. Don't get with the vagueness of life and the illusion. Just kind of spend that time, like I said earlier, looking within and keeping yourself in check and making sure that you are not externalizing so much wand fire energy. I'm just seeing so much energy here with fire, external air, fire, and it's like a fire tornado, and it's just wind and air, fire and wind and fire. It's just so much going on. Okay, keep yourself in check. Keep grounded, keep balanced. Use crystal stones to pull you back to earth a little bit at this time. It's not good to be so projecting. It's good to chase right now, but it's better to stay grounded in this. So, all right. Here is card number 4, 7 of Cups, and Prince of Pentacles. Okay. Money problems. It's not so much a problem. It's more like your eye on it, your viewpoint of it, and how you're projecting yourself about it. Money is not the only problem in the world, I'll tell you that. You can live your best life in reality without having to have that much. It's just how you viewpoint the world, okay? I know you need money for every little flippin' thing, but if you really, really think about it, how did you get by before without it? Okay, so there's always a way to enable yourself to stop looking at the problem at hand and more on focus. What you kind of can do about it today Okay, if it's really that much of a problem, then there's many solutions you can come up with to kind of make money. But you're kind of also not even bothering or trying at this time. You're in a place where you're like, I'm sort of content with what I have now. These resources, I don't need to keep going. This animal ain't gonna take you much anywhere. It ain't gonna go that fast. You're okay with it. You're just chilling. You know, you said to yourself, you got wings, you could fly, you could go higher, get whatever you need to go get something faster than this bull can, but you're kind of just chilling, you're relaxing right now. And some of you actually are the opposite. You're in a place of abundance, but you kind of got, it's like you are just so entranced by it, or so like you're trying to visualize it, and some of you are even it's one of these multi-cards. There's many meanings. Some of you are even visualizing, trying to manifest. You're figuring out what you desire, what you want, and make sure it's what you really want. And some of you are not even putting effort in. You're like, I just expect it to come to my lap, and that's fine. You know, that's how you do magical things, like win the lottery or something. You just know it's coming, and you just don't have to try. You could just expect it to arrive. But sometimes it's not your destiny, not your journey. So keep in mind not to get too ahead of yourself sometimes. I know we listen to a lot of people for motivation, for inspiration sometimes, but do they really know 100% what they're doing in life? Either no, none of us do. That's why we're here. And so take whatever anyone says with a grain of salt. Don't take it so seriously. But also keep in mind and keep yourself on track with that there is the realism in life, and sitting there is not going to pay the bills sometimes. So you do need to realize, okay, sometimes you do got to get up and get moving, you know, get to it. But if you believe anything strong enough, I suppose it will come. It's not always true, because some things are not meant for your purpose. And if you stray further away from your purpose, then that thing will come that you desire, but it will be with consequence, because there's something you need to learn about your purpose. So pick and choose wisely what it is you want, that you're looking, because at the end of the day, when we're nothing but ectoplasm, then you gotta realize, oh shoot, I wasted all this time, you know? You have all the time in the world to learn and make mistakes, but keep yourself grounded, in check with your ideals. I'm seeing a lot of that energy. I'm seeing a lot of spirituality this week, a lot of like focusing, tuning in, fine-tuning your strings and chords, your vibration, and perfecting your outlook and the way people perceive you in return. So prioritize, manifest, visualize, do whatever you need to do, but just make sure it's aligned with your purpose. That's what I'm seeing for this card. All right, last one, card number 5, 6 of Pentacles and Strength. Everything's connected, and that's what keeps you strong, is the realization that everything is connected in some way. Everything's balanced. It's like a board game. You see how this arrow goes up? This is you going to what you need to go to do. This is your next board game placemat. And you're just like following the chain and reaction of life. If you're too much on the left side for too long, this will tip over and balance off the scales. So there's the moon, there's the eclipse, and there's the hands, the opening, the garnering, the vortex of life. And you open to opportunity, and you can even veer off and venture off here on this game of life. It's all a game, and you can choose how to feel at any given time, and you choose strength this week. That's what you choose. So you choose to go on the opposite side, even if it'll tip the scales. You choose to do something different, to do something else that you normally wouldn't do at this given time. And it makes you feel good to do that. It makes you feel empowered. It makes you feel strong. It makes you feel like, wow, I really can do anything I set my mind to. Regardless of what will happen, you choose to venture off and go into a different path that is scary and spooky and frightening, and you don't know what it's going to bring, but you just feel like F it at this time. You just feel like you can go and get it and do it. And the infinite sign above the head is a perfect example of this. This is the cycle and game of life. It never ends. It's an infinite, like you constantly have to elevate and do something. And even when you're resting, you're doing something, you're letting go of something, you're forgetting your past. And so you're just all connected. It's coming to you together at this time. Life is just happening. Life is just coming together. The pieces are connecting to the puzzle, and you're feeling less fearful. You're fearing less worry. You're seeing the shift. You're feeling the shift. You're seeing through other people, and you just feel this strength and empowerment that you finally got it. Your belt is buckled. Your head is in the right place, and you give to people, and you're loving, you're receiving, and you're kind, and you give this energy and you receive it back, and you're just like even like giving love to like things that used to scare you, like a big scary lion. I mean, it's just that kind of vibe and that kind of shift. And I'm just seeing something very big happening, vibrationally shifted, that everyone is going to feel at this given time. And that's how you're going to project. You're going to see what you project, and you're going to not project. You're going to stop projecting what you see. If someone's being very bad on the roads, and you used to cuss them out, and now you just see him as another you, and you're just like, yes, it's okay, you made a mistake, I forgive you. And so eyelash. And so you're just in that place of peace and good right now, and the connection. You're realizing where everything comes together, and it's making you feel enlightened, empowered, and better and stronger. Better, faster, stronger. Like that one song. You're no longer I'm blue, blah 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 blah. I'm blue. you're strong. You're happy. You're content. You're fulfilled. And almost in an overexcited way, because you're excited about life now. You're excited about what's to come. You're excited about seeing things in a new light. It's almost like you're going to the store just to want to see things in this new light, and it's making you feel much better. So go ahead, do that. You're wanting to experiment. You're wanting to try new things that you normally don't in your comfort level, and it's just going to bless you, and it's going to come good things your way for that. So go ahead, try it, and do different things. Thank you, Poopsie Universe darlings. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Sorry, I'm very tired. I'm going to go get a coffee before I film another one, so I stop yawning. So you guys stop yawning, because when you yawn and you hear someone yawn, it makes you yawn. I understand. So anyway, guys, see you. Thank you so much, and I hope this resonated with you. And you could pick any card that resonated with you. So bye, Poopsies.